Good morning. Happy Monday. It's time for Monday morning coffee crafting. I don't think that's what we named this, but I can literally never remember what we did name it, so that's what it's going to be today. Updates from Happy Crafters. So the teacher strike is still going on, so we are still doing free teacher shirts. If you are in the area and you are a teacher, you are more than welcome to bring a shirt in and we will make it fabulous for you. So that's no charge. So if you have teacher friends, hi Gretchen, let them know. Yeah, we're doing free teacher shirts. So they just have to bring the shirt and we don't keep shirts in stock here at the store. But if you bring a shirt, we'll put an amazing teacher saying on it for you. So we have one that's like, the future of West Virginia is in my classroom. It's been a very popular one. Just the word teacher has been really popular. So if you're in the area, definitely come on in for that. That'll go on every day that they're striking. So if school's out, we're in. OraCal is 20% off this week. The coupon is just OraCal 20. So since that's what's on sale, that's what we're gonna craft with today. So if you guys have attended a class here in the store or if you've seen some of our videos, we love crafting with these wooden tiles. So they're actually like ceramic floor tiles, but we use them just like wood blanks because they're way easier to work with. There's no sanding, there's no staining, it's already done. This one's like pretty dark, it's probably kind of hard for you to see, but it's gorgeous. Oh, look at my handprints, cute. And it's got a little bit of a rough texture to it, so that is gonna make it a little harder for us to apply to, but I can't resist a good dark stain tile. So this is for my brother and his wife because they asked for one for Christmas and I said that I would do it and I still haven't, so that's today. I'm gonna use gold and blue. These are some pretty West Virginia colors if you know anything about West Virginia. Their last name is my last name, it's Hudson. Which is kind of small for how big this tile is. These are available just from Home Depot, Lowe's, any hardware store is going to have these. They're just floor tiles. So you can go back in the flooring section and get them. What was this, like $2.80 or something? Something. So Caitlin is also crafting today. We'll go ahead and, hey Caitlin.
You promised you wouldn't show me.
I did. She was like, am I gonna be in this? And I said no. I lied. Okay, so yeah, Home Depot, Lowe's, any hardware store, like $2 or $3, super cheap and so much easier than buying a piece of wood and like staining it yourself and cutting it and all that crap. So help yourself out, just go buy these pre-done floor tiles. They are heavy, so they're like way harder to hang is the only thing. But they look really good just in like plate sitter uppers. What are those even called? Easels? Plate easels?
Like a tripod? Or
Like
yeah,
a little tripod. Anyway, they are kind of heavy, but way easier to work with. So anyway, since it's so long, this is one we had here. I didn't go out and buy the special for them because this was a Christmas gift that I still haven't done, so you can tell that I don't care like a lot. So I grabbed this out of the scrap drawer. We are gonna put twine on the side of it though, since it is so long and their name isn't very long. If you're doing these, especially if you wanna be selling them, just kind of keep all that stuff in consideration. You're gonna have like some humps to get over. So inevitably someone's gonna order one or want one and they're gonna have like a 3-letter last name and super long first names. So just kind of think about that stuff when you're choosing your tiles at the store. There's all different kinds of finishes. There's like the whitewashed ones. I like the really dark ones. These will really match my brother's floors in his house. So this one worked really well for me, but not everything works for everybody. So let me show you. Can you see that? Hey, there we go. Okay, so it's gonna look backwards to you. I'm sorry. That's the risk we run. So their last name is Hudson, like I said. Let's go over here, and we just want to pick a font that's like really bold and blocky, like this one. So this one's called Marion. This is great. It looks really classy. Whatever. Now normally this would just be clear or like see-through with a red outline. I just made my text black so you guys could see it better. And then for this one, the Holy Grail, we're gonna use I Love Glitter, which anyway, who doesn't? But so let me go back and show you again. So these brackets on the side are going to make cute little swooshies. I don't know what to call those other than swooshies. And then this middle bar is going to become our heart. So let me go over here. This is the font. It's available on defont.com. It's free. If you want to sell it, you can get the commercial license from creativefabrica.com. And it's only $8. It's really not bad for a commercial license font. And that's going to give you a couple more options. You can see here there's some stuff missing. Like we don't have an option for this little doohickey or this little doodad here. So I think we have plenty though. So we're just going to go over here. And like I said, that's defont.com. And it is free for personal use. So this is 24.6. That is pretty long. I think our whole tile is only 24. We just want this to kind of go over. Now, I have seen a lot of people doing these as knockouts lately, so I'll show you the process for that, but I don't like it, so I'm not going to do it for my own tile, but I'll show you how it's done. So if you've seen the ones where this is all cut out one color, but there's like a space around it, here's what they're doing. So let's go ahead and take these. We'll go up to Object, and I think it's Align Center. Yeah, see, I always do the wrong one the first time. I'll never get the hang of how to align stuff, I promise. So that's what it thinks is centered. I don't agree. We're just going to bump it up a little bit. Also, don't forget we need to weld our script text. So we're just going to modify and weld. I hope you guys can see this. Yeah, you can kind of see it. There's a little more for you. So now our script text is welded. And let me just go ahead and group that real quick so I don't lose my eyes. So I'm going to select the Justin and Emily and then go over on the right to the star, if you can see that. So click the star. It says open the offset panel, and we're going to do an offset. So it's really light, but you might be able to see there's like a red line around it. That's pretty thick. Let's see what a little thinner is going to look like. Okay, so you can change how thick that outline is over here on the right in the offset distance. So that made it a little smaller. Let's go ahead and take that. Let's select our offset, hit shift, select the last name, and then we're going to subtract. Oh, look, that didn't work. I mean, it did, but let me take my middle out first and do it again. So I just moved the name, shift and select the outside, and then modify. I didn't want intersect. Guys, Control Z is your best friend, let me tell you what. Modify, subtract. Ta-da! Except this little guy didn't go. Why didn't you go? No. Select the I, and then the O again. Modify, subtract. Yay, there he goes. This one didn't do it either. So if little pieces like that get stuck, it's okay. Just keep trying. Subtract. Okay. This one's not needed. Let's go ahead and delete that, or it's going to be a cut line. Okay, so then if you go back in, oh, dang it. This will just fit right in there. So you can do it all in one color, and it'll have a little outline around it. That actually doesn't look that bad. I don't hate that. It's a little left justified. There's a little extra H than there is N, but that's like truly centered. So we'll probably go with, I don't know. You know what? We'll do it. I like it. We're just going to keep it like this. So this is adhesive vinyl. I'm going to do the Hudson first. Actually, how big is this? 18.1. Let me turn you around in case anyone has questions. No one has questions. Good. I never have a ruler, so I use my 24-inch mat to measure everything. So the tile is 23 3/4. It's basically 24 inches. So if that's 18, that gives us a good bit of room to do our twining, which I'll show you. So let's go ahead and do the background. Kaylin, what did I say? Gold? Yeah. plan this all out and then I forget. Adhesive vinyl goes color side up, and we do not mirror. So I'm just gonna smooth it out, flip it around. The name of the font is I Love Glitter. And you can get it on defont.com if you just want to search I Love Glitter. Let me flip you around here. I'm using the Cameo 3 today, but this will all work just as well on a Cricut. We often, or a Brother Scan and Cut if you use one of those. Come on, little buddy. Here we go. So we're just gonna line it up and then hit load. Good to go. I'm gonna come back over to my software and go to send. Oops. I just wanna do Hudson for right now. So we're gonna leave that off. Take this up. I like to save vinyl as much as I can, so we'll do it right up there. That'll give us all this room for extras. Go to send. And this is vinyl glossy. And of course the Cameo thinks that it can't connect. So let me unplug the Cameo and plug it back in. Come on, you little booger. Ready. Okay, send. So if you're watching at home and you really want to make one of these, good news. OraCal is 25%, I'm sorry, it is 20% off, it's not 25. 20% off on happycrafters.com this week with the coupon OraCal20. And that's in store too, so if you are coming in store, it is still 20% off. We're gonna let this little guy keep going. It's making an awful noise right now, which is never good. Is that? Oh yeah. Is it? No, it's not that one. Class this week is these home jars. Oh my god, that is literally the worst ones I've ever heard the Cameo make.
It's overused. It wants a break.
We're doing these home jars. I promise that they are facing the right way. If you see them in person, it's just because this is live. Here, I'll turn you around so you can really get it. No. There you go. See? They're gonna look great. Look, we just put these shelves up last week. Aren't they cool? Gretchen's husband had to come put them up for us because we were all too afraid to hurt the wall of this rented space that we have. We have this class coming up. We're gonna be doing some tumblers with the opal. That was the Easter baskets. Those are from Target, like $3. That little guy's from Walmart. That's from Amazon. But yeah, this, so tomorrow is the live class on these. So it's some burlap wraps on some mason jars. What could be better than that? Let's go check out the awful noise that the Cameo is making again. It seems to be doing fine. It just sounds awful. Usually it sounds like gerbils fighting, but today it just sounds like it's dying. It's like the final march of the gerbils, I guess. So I let that cut. So yeah, like I said, Caitlin's doing the home jars this week. Tomorrow it'll be live, and then if you want to come in the store, that'll be, is that this week or next week?
Thursday.
It is this week, it's Thursday. 6 p.m. on Thursday. Caitlin's also working on some adorable pennant flags for you. Look at her cutting.
I could have used the Cricut to cut this too.
That's true. She could have used a Cricut or a Silhouette to cut them. She chooses to do it by hand.
I always go the hard route.
That's right. She's a true crafter, making things harder.
And this is the finished piece without the heat transfer vinyl on it.
Isn't that adorable? She also is learning about heat and bond today, which she loves. So we got these little rolls of heat bond, and Caitlin used that to seal the edges of her pennant. And then we put it on these dowel rods, and we're gonna put some twine on it. It's gonna look awesome. And that class that's not for a while, it's like in a month. Mm-hmm. Look at you, overachiever, getting stuff done early.
Hey, there's always a craft fail in there. So
that's true, that's true. Things I've never done include got something done early. Okay, so our Hudson is done. Let me put you down. So working. Let's good. Everything looks cut well. I'm gonna go ahead and unload. Okay, you can see the cut lines. See them on there? They're pretty light. They're definitely cut. Let's load up our next piece. I did the navy. Now, for this piece, like, I happen to know what color my brother's floors and walls are, so I really liked the burgundy OraCal, but unfortunately they have burgundy walls. And Gretchen, that is live tomorrow and then Thursday in person. Oh, Jessica, what a good idea. So Jessica was saying she put her kids' names underneath. That is adorable. I've seen someone do like little paw prints too and put their pets' names underneath. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the other part. So I'm just gonna move this off the mat, and I'm gonna move my Justin and Emily up on the mat. And remember to weld your name. I already welded these, but remember, if you are using any kind of script font, make sure you weld it together. Fonts were never meant to be cut, they're meant to be printed, so they have lots of overlapping lines. Okay, so while that, I'm gonna flip you back around. And we're gonna cut this up and weed it. Live weeding. I really wanna do like a really intricate design and do a time lapse, mostly for my own benefit, but I think people might watch it too. I think it'd be fun. It helps to have a weeder. So sign vinyl is great. Just be careful, because this is all sticky now. So this cut like a dream, and this is just on the default settings for vinyl glossy. Everything cut beautifully. Ta-da! Look how fast that was! Get my dot on my eye. Done. That was so fast. We can probably go ahead and mask this. So with sign vinyl, this is basically just a giant sticker, but we don't want to have to be placing this by hand. That would be a pain in the butt, and it would be awful because I am really bad at any of that stuff. So we're gonna use transfer tape to help us. Someone's gripping this by hand. This is a giant 100-yard roll of transfer tape. It's only like $20 though. Well, this might be $30 because it's 12-inch, but it'll last you forever. I'm using paper because I think it comes off better. And I'm gonna take it and cut it in half because I don't really need all this for this one. If my other one was done, I could set them next to each other and mask them at the same time. But I don't have patience for that. Not today, it's Monday. I'm gonna set this aside for a hot minute. I'm gonna go get my blue. Wasn't that fast? And the Silhouette did not sound like it was dying this time. So A+ for the cameo. My wee little name. How did I lose my weeder? There it is. This is script, so it's always going to be a little bit harder, but it just cuts so well. I think we did just replace this blade too, to be honest with you. The cutters here get a lot of use, as you can imagine. when I was growing up and I had to weed, it was always my goal to see like how many of these little cavities I could get on the weeder without having to take them off. It's the little things you do to keep motivated to keep going. Okay, done. So I cut that other one in half, and oh my gosh, I got crap all over me. Do you know, like when you go take a shower and you like take your shirt off or whatever and little pieces of vinyl come out? That's how you know you've been crafting hard. Or like you wash your jeans and then they still have vinyl on them. Okay. Let me grab a squeegee. We have this beautiful hot pink squeegee branded with Happy Crafters, available now at happycrafters.com for only $2. And as a reminder, OraCal is 20% off this week, and that is OraCal 20. That's the coupon you need. Okay, this is done. We are ready. We are in Morgantown, West Virginia. So we're doing gold and blue for the Mountaineers. Oh, do you see the bunnies in the back? I'll show you those after too. Gretchen put butts on them. We're really excited. They have tails. Let me make sure this is all squeegeed down. I didn't squeegee this one. So I always want to start from the middle. Sorry. Start from the middle and work your way out. So the middle of the design and then either up or down. That's going to help you get the least amount of bubbles. Okay, so we can go ahead and peel this up. It helps to stay as flat as you can too. So when we're pulling up like this, and me pulling it parallel. This little piece doesn't want to go. Why would it? We're just live on camera. Ta-da! Okay, everything's on there now. Oh look, it's the right way because it's flipped. Okay, so the thing about transfer tape is that it can really throw you off. When you have one side of your tape longer than the other, or if it's not completely straight on there, it can really mess you up when you're trying to line things up. That's why grid tape is nice, but again, if you don't get it straight when you're putting the grid on, hi Becky, then it doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna trim up these edges just so I can really see where my center is. I can already tell I did not do this very straight when I put it on. Okay. So now I've got my N is pretty tight and my H is pretty tight. That's gonna help me center this. A good thing to remember is that the human eye can't see straight. So like it can't tell when things are actually straight or not. So don't sweat it, okay? Don't freak out too much. I've seen people spend like half an hour trying to line everything up, but think of how many more sides you could have made with that half hour. And no one probably would have noticed. Now some are like really, I have seen people just do it and be really bad, but it's probably gonna be fine. Also, you get an eye for it. I mean, we joke that, you know, I've been playing with the vinyl for 20 years now. Oh, that's crazy. Isn't that weird when you get to the age where you can say stuff like 20 years ago and it's valid? Like, I can remember things 20 years ago. That's scary. I know someone's gonna comment and be like, I'm older than you. I get it. It's just scary. So now I'm ready to peel. Again, we want to peel from the bottom. 278 miles away. Yes, come see us. So again, we want to be pulling flat. That's going to be the best. Ta-da! Let me show you. Hey, Cindy. I hope you're staying warm out there. Check it out. Pretty straight. Straight as anyone can tell. Okay. Now for the middle part. This one's hard. Like, I probably should have used clear tape for this looking back, but whatever. Now that I think about it, this is probably why the people that do this always use the same color vinyl. This is gonna be like impossible. Caitlin, what was I thinking?
You gotta fail to make it better.
That's true. That's true. Oh. Come on. Keep your squeegee handy. All right. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna trim this up, try to get this real tight, because I have basically given myself an impossible task with this. I have to line this up perfectly inside this other name. I can tell you right now, it's gonna be a giant pain in the butt. Remember when I said that he and I can't see straight? Yeah, that's true. But if you're lining something up inside something else, it's gonna look bad if it's not straight. Man, I'm like really mad at myself for doing this. This is what happens when you don't plan your Monday morning crafting coffee until 2 minutes before Monday morning craft coffee is supposed to start. Oh well, it's for my brother. He was mean to me growing up anyway. I don't feel bad making him an uneven sign. The first wording, that's a good question. I have no idea. Control Z. It won't go back any further. Oh, there it goes. Okay. The first wording was Marion, M-A-R-I-O-N. So the Hudson is in Marion, like Marion County for my West Virginia people. And the second one was I love glitter. And this is OraCal 651. You can use 631 too, just be careful with how tacky your tape is. Okay, so now we gotta try to line this up. I may have done the impossible. Let's see. So also this time, now we're putting transfer tape back on the gold vinyl. So we need to be really careful when peeling this off. So we don't lift our gold vinyl while we're trying to keep our blue vinyl down. Whoa. Okay, let me show you. Look at it here. I'll turn you around so you can see it right side up. There it is. That's pretty spot on. I'm pretty proud of that. This is probably the best thing I've ever made in my life. Now, step. Like I said, their name is pretty short. Like Hudson's pretty short, and our tile was pretty long. So you have to find ways to kind of compensate for that. So what I did was kept my name pretty small. Okay, and then I have this chunk left over. You can also adjust the wording. On the last name, you can spread it out. Put like spaces in between the letters. Don't just drag it. It's gonna look really nasty and distorted. So I'm gonna put some twine on the other side. And I should have gotten the hot glue gun out, but that's okay. This is another really good way to personalize and customize these. Let me show you. Oh, thanks, Holly. So the first one was Marion, and the second one was I Love Glitter. Okay. So I'm just gonna take this. And tie it on here. I should have probably like watched someone else do a tutorial on this before I just decided I was gonna do it this morning. You live and learn. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is kind of wrap this with our twine. Just trying to keep it straight on here. Let me try to back you up. Keep it kind of tight. Now once we get this on here, we could put something else over top of it. Like we could put a flower on it. We could put maybe something that like relates to them. They don't really like anything. Like this is, obviously it's in gold and blue. It's like a mountaineer thing. So we could do something with that. Like, I don't know. We could do a football helmet or any kind of little hangy doodle that you want to do. Paper flowers would be cute though if you want to do a couple of those. I've seen a lot of really, really creative ones. We're just going to do the twine for now because I can't really think of anything to put on there for them. They have, she decorates in like a rustic, I mean kind of like a primitive style, but I don't know where they're going to put this, so it's hard to gauge. Maybe like one of those stars, you know, like those like Amish looking stars. Do you know what I'm talking about? This one didn't go down. I'm gonna have to redo that a little bit. Okay, so that's probably about what I'll do. So here you have it. I'll sit up so you can see the whole thing. Oh, that's the floor. Okay, so we have the twine on this side, and this is just from Walmart, and then we have the full name. So we have, the lighting here's kind of bad. So the wood is actually just a ceramic floor tile, so it came just like that. I didn't have to do a single thing to the wood. I didn't even like prep it. I didn't even wash it. I didn't do anything. The vinyl stuck great. We lined it up. Everything's good to go. That's it. If you want to do your own, OraCal is on sale on our website right now. OraCal 20 is the code. Thank you guys so much for watching, and join us tomorrow for the home mason jars. And then if you want to come, you can do them in store with us on Thursday. See you guys next time. Bye.